Alright, now I'm going to clean up. We're just going to get back into it here. We do have some more parts that we are working on. So clutch plate. Likely both. Nice. Oh, I didn't even look at how much that clutch plate added. Well, we have to get the clutch pressure plate also. So that's a plus 1.8 for the clutch plate. That's going to put us at 26.4. Clutch pressure plate. Clutch pressure plate. Okay. That was a 0.9. Right, 0.9, okay. That's going to put us at 27.3. Next piece is the clutch release bearing. Which, actually, it would be here if it, on that search term. Gearbox V8. I don't believe this is going to be on here. If it is, it's going to be crazy expensive. Yeah. Okay. Gearbox is fine. We're just going to reinspect every single part. We don't want to make the mistake we did with the alternator and the power. That was, again, not a mistake, because it was something we were able to correct. What bolt am I missing, you think? Probably the one that made the game lag as it loaded that song. Let's check the starter. Okay. Miku song. Oh, nice. Probably gonna be the last time we'll hear a bunch of these songs, except for when I use them in like every future project. Drive shaft. Let's just make sure. Driv. Okay. All set there. I bet if I go to like just in here like gearbox. Yeah, that's easy enough. Exhaust. We already put in all the exhaust parts. There's nothing in the brakes, nothing in the running gear. So now it's just like engine. Okay. Well, the first thing we did need to put in is we do need to lower the car, and we need to get the pistons in. So we are going to do that here. We need 8 pistons with conrods. Regular, right? Yeah. So it's going to be 8.8% added total. Pistons. That'll bring us to 36.1. Yeah. It's a lot of HP. 1, 3, 4. Oh, and that puts us under 15K anyway. So once we get these in, we'll be working another job. That's just how this process is going to be. I would have had to buy the pistons anyway, so should probably get rid of all these trash ones. Nice. Thing is, I think we can also get a new engine head with some performance, so Yeah, because this is an engine head V8, one of the pieces that we did destroy. Yeah, engine head V8, 9. Oh, that's an OHV. The regular V8 is 10 horsepower, but is also that horsepower HP hit points. Keep up the bit. So for 1% additional HP, that is going to cost us $1,200. So, okay. But what I should do, actually, I was thinking, well, sell the junk. Stuff that I just can't fix. Just get it out of here. And then we'll get our next job, and then we'll sell everything up to that job, up to that threshold. It is a Mercedes-Benz, so it's possible that it's going to be a really high threshold. Look at this job, loud exhaust. They really have no faith in me now that my funding is so low. Now that my my petty cash, ready assets are so low. I'm not an accountant. My car mechanic simulator. Accounting simulator is a different game. Okay, this is a worse brown. All I gotta say about that, we got 5 different sections we gotta figure out here. So with a 51%, so let's just get it on the lifter here, and we will go ahead and then just sell everything up to 50% here. So up to the timing belt. Selling stuff for $0. I mean, every little bit counts. Time that pretty well. It looks like the engine's there, even though I didn't like that. Okay. Yeah, with such a wide, or long nose, I suppose, it was likely that the engine was going to be up here in the front. I already forgot what was the issue. Repair all engine faults. Well, I guess we can just start by starting here, because there was a lack of engine power, so helping us identify that pretty quick. We should also use the pressure meter. Ignition coil, battery, fuel pump. Okay, fuel pump, good to know. We should also do the pressure tester in case it is the pistons, because if we do just need to take out the pistons, then we'll just disassemble the whole engine. One of them. All right. Can I even do this doesn't have an OBD port? Of course not. Why would it? Okay, well, everything must go. So we'll certainly find what we need. Let's just grab this first before we forget. Set it where we always do. Okay, take out everything we can from the top. Did it say there were timing issues as well? Yeah. Everything must go. I don't even know what part that was. I think that was an ignition coil. I didn't need to take both out, but now we have. It's the wires. I see. Look at that. Spark plug. Did we even know about that? We did not, but it's bad. Look at this camshaft bearing cap. Lousy condition. It almost even looks like there are places where bearing caps are missing. Or maybe that's just where the hood attaches in. What's this piece? What's it attached to? Oh, it's under the camshaft. I see. Alright, timing parts next. Or unless I can take this a little bit off. You would be here, yeah? Okay. Just want a nice, comfortable experience not having to. This manifold cover looks in poor shape. Seems like that should have more bolts, but alright. The radiator out of here. Just in the way. Oh, look at this thing that the wires connect to. I don't know if the rotor inside is bad, but definitely that the plug is bad. What are these things? What is this part altogether? Where is it even? Where is a bolt even? Here, I guess. All right. It was connected to something else that was bad. What an interesting engine. I suspect we are likely going to have to take out the drive shaft too, just to get. Well, no. We're just getting at the pistons. We don't have to go that far down. Timing parts. That is the water pump. Yeah, did it say the water pump was bad? I don't know. I didn't really review the work order too closely. Camshaft, and then whatever these little bits are. 3 of them. Oh, the head just comes off, huh? Alright, well that gets us to the pistons, so what all have we found so far? There are definitely some things that I suspect are copied over here. Like ignition coil B, I know for sure. The rotor was bad, because you got the ignition distributor and the ignition distributor rotor. Ignition wires, are those on both? No. Mechanical fuel injection driver. So the ignition coil B and the mechanical fuel injection driver are copied. We should not buy 2 of those. This car doesn't even have an air filter. That seems dangerous. Who knows? I am not the Mercedes-Benz Automobile Corporation. Get over here. Alright, oil pan right here. I think it's probably right. Well, the oil was in good shape, but too bad. Can just remove the oil pan, which is nice. No extra hassle for that. I don't think we need to remove anything else to get to the pistons. So, although we're just going to do a quick review of the bearing caps here. 3 of them. Crankshaft, that would be everything. So that's all for the engine. We do have another timing part that apparently we missed. Oh. Maybe that was all I was seeing. No, yes. Yeah, oh, that's the piston. Ah, right. We can zoom in for this. That's fine. Ever since I noticed like how how some of the reflective parts are not showing like the correct version of the garage. It's I just can't stop but noticing it in every single part that's even the slightest bit reflective. Great. Let's fix some stuff. Threshold was 51%. And we can fix one thing. Because being at 51% is fine, right? Yeah, the radiator, because like the radiator fan was not among the things that was an issue. Yeah, okay. Well, that's not great, but okay. Good work, us. %. Well, let's just go ahead and put in one of the ones from our car. Like this one. Cylinder head. Rocker arm. Okay, so these are the rocker arms in this thing. That's fun. Okay. Camshaft is in good shape. All these, well, no, one of the bearings was bad. I wonder how the dependencies work. Like, if I were to just, like, because it was this camshaft bearing that was bad before, so if I just, like, were to move it here, would it still be considered a successful job? I don't think so. I'm not going to test it at this point in our career. Camshaft bearing. Cam. Probably could have done a better search here. That big hole in the center of the bearing suggests that, like, yeah, the camshaft goes through it. So that would also imply that, like, we need to put that part in prior to putting in the camshaft, but what do I know? Again, I did not read the manual. Let's be a bit more cautious about putting in these spark plugs, how about? Because it is likely that we've got a bunch in here. Bunch more than we need, yeah. So let's just go ahead and again maximize our profits by selling used spark plugs at a higher profit and giving the customer even worse spark plugs than what they had before. There is no room for ethics in capitalism. Perhaps that is too political of a message for youtube.com/user/breadfiesta, but what do I know? I'm just a car mechanic simulator. This is the thing we fixed. Mechanical fuel injection driver. Mechanical fuel injection. The fuel tank is still at the back, so that I don't really understand. Ignition distributor. Ignition distributor. Nice. A sophomoric joke. Rotor. The cap is fine, and the wires are not. 300 SL. Pricey. Okay. We have the part. I suspect we'll have to put in a performance version in our car, so. Thought there would be something Timing chain. Can I just do 300 SL? Both timing chain sprockets. How about that? Sprockets. Timing cover's fine. There's a fourth one up here, I believe. Or there, yeah. We can put in the radiator. I'm being patient. Crankshaft pulley. Pull. Just recognize it because it's silver. And therefore reflective. Serpentine belt, I6. There's a serpentine belt B. Serpentine belt A is fine. Radiator fan is just barely fine. This really is the best way to do these, I think. Okay. Exhaust manifold. Well, okay, before we start putting in the manifold stuff, filters need replacing, that's fine. So there is no exhaust issues with this car, so okay, we can put this back in. There and there, okay. Exhaust manifold cover, too bad. 300 SL. I sure would like to make some good money from this job. This makes sense why the exhaust manifold did not have so many bolts in it, because it sort of reuses the same holes that the intake manifold does. A little crazy that the manifolds are so close to each other. Ignition coil B. Coil. Interesting. They sort of float off in space. We do have an extra fuel filter, so we'll just go ahead and throw that in there. One thing I noticed is, oh, there's the battery all the way back there. Okay. Fuel pump, battery, oil filter. Okay, so this is all, I believe, in the back of, or glad that opened correctly. Battery. I suspect we can't actually fix the battery. Yeah. There's also, that was a good thing I checked there, because we did not put these clips back in. Okay. Well, no, oh, there we go. Well, we do have an extra battery, so there we go. Okay. Can't get to that. What's this thing? Oh, whatever. Crankshaft is at the bottom. Fuel pump is at the bottom. Oil filter is at the bottom. And then brake parts. Okay. We'll have to put oil in the car, I suppose. But all in due time. Fuel pump. Thank you. We do have an extra. Well, if we're going to be taking out the brakes, then we may as well just start taking off the rims. I did see a couple of parts here that were bad, yeah. There's a disc. You say brake disc non-ventilated, yep. Okay. I'm guessing it's the same over here, but also including the pads. Okay. Unlikely we have any good pads just sitting around. Not a product I use myself personally, but you just cover the calipers. It's all bad. It's all bad. Just get it out of here. Oh, and while we're down here, while we're down here, this from this angle, sure. Oil filter I6, not coil, but oil. This bright, vibrant color. 3 crankshaft bearing caps. Okay. $3 for each one. Okay. And there. Oil pan is fine. If you try to put in oil without the oil pan, I hope it does stop you. There it is. Okay. Now we just need to replace or take out the rest of the brakes. Which does look like, yeah. So all 4 calipers were bad. A handful of the pads were bad, and I believe all the discs were bad. But that'll do it. Yeah, 4 calipers, 4 discs, 3 pads. Do I have any, like, good parts? We do actually have 2 brake disc ventilateds we can just throw in there. And we do have, actually, 5 good pads. That one's barely good. How about calipers? No such luck with the calipers, but that's fine. Calip. Okay. We may have to buy some non-ventilated brake discs. We have not yet made that determination. Alright, there's one. We'll keep that 70 brake pad just because I feel like it. Okay. Navigate our way to the back here. We are good with the regular brake discs too. Wonderful. This is a good way to run a business. It's the way that the game, I believe, expects you to run the business, so maybe not. It's hard to really know. You know, death of the author and such, like, to really know what was truly invented. Not that the author or creators of this game are no longer around. They're still making new versions of the game. But if it's information that's not been published, then in addition for like a creative work like this where it is you can play it kind of how you choose. There is no real kind of right way to play the game. 5,000 for this job. That's pretty good, considering how quickly we were sort of able to run through it. Those are rims. Can I get back to non? All right. I'll lower it and get it all cleaned up. Oh, you know what? Oil. Gotta put the oil in. You know, as soon as I started recording, my upstairs neighbor started stomping around, and it was actually picking up on Audacity. So that was making me very happy. I wonder if the same way will be for the train museum, which has been blaring. It's like old steam whistle, kind of like crazy today. Okay. Goodbye, Mercedes-Benz automobile. Our funds are now at 18K. That's pretty good.